Thank you for joining me. I'm borrowing my friend's swinging bench in their garden. Better stop swinging, otherwise I'll be getting seasick and so will you. Just for a change of setting. It's a lovely ivy-covered arbour, so it's a very pleasant place to be. And I wanted to talk about two words. You matter. Okay, something we can all easily forget, but you do matter. Okay, there's the people who will never let anybody forget that they matter. Usually because they've reached the top of the tree, whatever their particular tree might be, and often in their sight as well, maybe not in everybody's, but they're up there and they matter and the rest don't. Yeah, come across quite a few like that over the years, and they don't fill me with any great respect, because their attitude is so very often just me. So we've got the predators if we're looking at an ecosystem. Then we've got the people who have achieved a lot and reached a high status in their profession. And amongst these, you know, we've got the barristers, the judges, the senior police people, and the senior medics. Yeah, they matter. But for me, I accept responsibility of this. For me, everybody else should matter to them because of their work. And it ain't necessarily so. I had cataract surgery recently. First eye, great, the surgeon was really very pleasant. The second, okay, I sat on the edge of the bed and he said, right, lie down. So I lay down and he said, further up. And do you know, if I could have seen properly and didn't really want my eye to be done, I would have been off there and out. And I didn't want to challenge him because he was the one standing there with a knife in his hand. But there was also when my father was ill. He'd had a heart attack when he was staying with me and had been rushed into hospital. And my son and myself had followed on. And we waited in the visitors' room, the family room. And this guy came in with a junior doctor following him, and he explained about Dad very briefly, and I just said, so what happens now? And he just looked down at me because he hadn't sat down and I was sitting down. Looked down at me and he said, you don't expect him to live, do you? Just what showed me that I certainly didn't matter, and I certainly hope that my father mattered a lot more than I obviously did. I was immaterial, but how I felt was not immaterial. They left, and the junior doctor popped back a couple of minutes later to say, I'm so sorry about that. My colleague is a good doctor, but his bedside skills. I said, it's not that they leave a lot to be desired, they're non-existent. So, yeah, not necessarily people who let us know that we, the people that they are supposed to be providing for, helping, that we matter. But we do. You matter. You matter. You matter. And it really is immaterial what you do for employment, if you do anything for employment. I've had a few people mention on my site that they struggle to value themselves because they are a stay-at-home parent, caring for the family, looking after the children, and being a homemaker. That's important. They matter, not only to the family, but to society, for being there nurturing future generations. Even if you have what you think is a menial task, you matter, because your job matters. I mean, I used to say to my son, this is going to sound really judgmental, and I'm sorry, it probably was, if you don't work harder, you're not going to pass your exams, and you'll end up as, and the first thing that came to mind was a dustbin man, a refuse collector, you might call them. And then on reflection, I thought, actually, they matter. We know what it's like in England if these people go on strike. The rubbish piles up in the streets, the rats appear. It's not good. No matter how menial your task is, it matters as part of the whole society. It might be just a little tiny cog in the wheel, but without those little cogs, that great big wheel can't go round. So please never put yourself down. Please never say, yes, okay, but, no buts, you matter. Never forget that. And take care of yourself. Take the very best care of yourself that you can. Because you certainly matter to me for having the patience to sit and listen to me rabbiting on. Thank you. Bye for now. Bye.